This video is finding birth records or birth dates or estimations of dates from census records from 1850 on. Names and ages are given in all census records starting in 1850 and on. This is an 1850 census. For James Stark, you can subtract 33 from 1850 and estimate his birth as 1817. The census records also give their birthplace. The wife Frances' estimated birth would be 1829. Their first daughter, Elsifa, I'm not sure how to say that name. It kind of looks like a combination of Elizabeth and Joseph, but her estimated birth would be 1848. Notice that the daughter Frances E., that her birth says 1/12. For children under a year, we can estimate their birth date a little bit closer. The 1 means she was 1 month old. From the top, we see that the census was taken on the 19th of July. So Frances was likely born in June of 1850. Here are the instructions to the census taker in 1850. Notice the instructions for children under 1 year old. The instructions for age are basically the same for all the censuses from 1850 on. On some censuses, you might see that it says 2 and 3/12. This means that they are 2 years and 3 months old. If it says 3 and 4/12, then the child is 3 years and 4 months old. In 1870 and 1880, if the child is less than a year old, they write the birth in a fraction. But in column 13, they also give the month the child was born. This is from 1870 census, so Walker was born in February of 1870. The 1900 census, the age is given, but also the month and the year that each person was born. How nice it would have been if they'd done this on every census. The censuses from 1900 to 1930 ask information on immigration and or naturalization. NA means they have been naturalized. This gives you a clue to look for naturalization papers that will likely give the exact date of birth. The first example is from 1900. It gives the year the person immigrated, how long they have been in the United States, and that they have become naturalized or not. The second example is the 1920 census, which asks the year they immigrated, if they were naturalized, and if so, then the year that they became a naturalized citizen. The third example is from 1930, and it tells the year the person immigrated and that if they have become a naturalized citizen. The first part of becoming a naturalized citizen is filling out the Declaration of Intention. There will be another video about immigration and naturalization. This record is an example of finding the birth date and the birthplace. Pierre was born in Cassel, Holland on the 27th day of May in the year 1884. I want to show you how to use these census records. So I'm going to show you first the 1880 census. So you do the search, records. We're going to come down here and go to United States Census, and then we're going to type in 1880. And we can browse. You can put in by name if you're looking for a specific name. We're going to browse all the images, and it brings us up to this, and I'm going to choose Pennsylvania and Clearfield, and this enumeration district. So I wanted to show you, I'm pretty sure it was on this page. Yes, here it is. So we have this Lavinia. She was 9/12. That means she's 9 months old, and it tells you here that she was born in August. This is what you're looking for. That gives you the month It doesn't give you the day, but at least the month. And when you look at the top, this was taken in June of 1880. So she could not have been born in August of 1880. She was born August of 1879. Then I want to go to page 3, and I believe there was another one on this page. Here it is. February. She's 3/12. So this would be February of 1880. So that's how you can find a specific birth. If you happen to have somebody that was born during that census year or the few months before the census year, you can find the month that they were born. Now I wanted to show you the 1900 census. Here we have, this is Illinois. And we see here we have 1883, and that is the year that they immigrated. So here we have the year they immigrated, the number of years they've been in the United States. And if they've been naturalized, it will say NA. Now this one says PA. That means that they have put in their paperwork the Declaration of Intention to become a citizen, but they have not actually become a citizen yet. But those papers are what give you the birth date, if you can find those papers. And I will have another video on how to look up naturalization and declarations of intention papers. And I just wanted to show you one more. Here's the 1920 census. And again, this gives you here the year of immigration, if they've been naturalized. Now if you see this AL, it means that they're an alien and they haven't put in paperwork yet. Here's when they were an alien, and so they'd become naturalized and naturalized citizen. And in this case, it gives you the year that they were naturalized. So 1918, 1885. And I think that's all for that page. Anyways, I hope that makes it a little easier and a little clearer on how to find that information. Happy hunting!